With all due respect, I think Buma is going home. We are getting ready for a mega eviction tonight. Like tonight at 5 p.m. GMT and 6 p.m. West African time, there will be a mega eviction. We don't know what Big Brother means by mega, but according to the English dictionary, mega is like something huge, something big, or in terms of number, a high number, quite a number of people. So we are not precise about the number of people who will be going home tonight. Anyway, my name is Lydia and welcome back to Sahara Movies. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more videos and more updates. So yes, according to the tradition of Big Brother, I mean for the seasons that have passed or the seasons that we know of, people normally vote for ships that they support in the house. I don't know if you get me. So let's say Lekaros and Emmanuel, they are perfect ship. So there's no way fans will want Lekaros to stay in the house and Emmanuel to leave. So they'll try their best to vote for the two of them to stay in the house. But here in this case, I don't know if there's any ship that one is hanging and one is like 1 foot is outside and 1 foot is inside, because Jackie B's ship is Buma and they are not very precise, or Jackie B's ship is Michael, but you know they are not very it's very uncertain. Their relationship status is quite uncertain. So let me use Emmanuel and Lekaros. We know Emmanuel was up for eviction. I think the second time of eviction, Emmanuel was up for eviction, and because of Lekaros, a lot of people supported Emmanuel. A lot of people wanted Emmanuel to stay in the house and be by Lekaros, because Lekaros has this wide audience. We know how Lekaros, because she's a dancer, she has this wide audience from outside before she even entered the house. So if we the fans are seeing that Lekaros' ship is Emmanuel and he's up for eviction, then why not we vote for Emmanuel to stay in the house so that Lekaros will be happy? Because if you have a fan and he or she is not happy, then you're also not happy. So that's how come Emmanuel stayed in the house. But in this case, it will be a nice situation because Emmanuel and Lekaros are both up for eviction. I wouldn't have so much expectations for Lekaros, but I know that Lekaros is not going home now. Most of us are expecting Lekaros to be within the top 5, because her fans and her crowd are there. When she entered the house, the awards that she has won and everything, like I mean the money Bbnaija she has won, the trips that she'll be getting, the sponsors she'll be getting, the ambassadorial positions she has received, I think is enough for her to stay in the house. So I believe that Emmanuel is the one on shaking grounds at now. For Michael and Jackie B, we know Jackie B expressed her feelings for Michael. We don't know how true it is. You know, Jackie B is a single mother, so you wouldn't be certain about her relationship status. If she tells you she likes you, she might change her mind maybe when she goes home and her son doesn't like the idea of having a stepfather and like you. So you'll be quite indecisive if you think you want Jackie B to be in your life, same as her, because it's like a reality show and you've come to find a man and you're a single mother, so your movements are a bit restricted and all that. So for Emmanuel, I don't know if because their relationship is not very known or it's not very obvious, it's not very conspicuous, we'll say that we can't really be precise if voting for Emmanuel will do the do. Like I don't know if he gets me. Voting for Emmanuel will make the ship move on, because Jackie B and I don't know. Sorry, I don't mean Emmanuel. I mean Michael. We can't really be precise if voting for Michael will bring Jackie B and Michael together, because even they themselves, they are not precise about what they want. That's how I've been saying. Even they themselves are not precise about their wants in the house. Now moving forward to Saga and Nini. Now these two people are all in the house now. I mean, they are all up for eviction. It's going to be a bit dicey because when Nini leaves the house, Saga is going to be lonely. We'll find out who Saga will mingle with. That's something I doubt. But when Saga leaves, you know that Nini will find another ship. That is very obvious. So if you are the fan of either of these two, then I think that you would want them to be together, because right now both of them are up for eviction, just like the way Lekaros and Emmanuel are up for eviction. But Emmanuel is quite on the luck side because Lekaros has a very high fan base. Coming to Nini and Saga, a lot of people are saying Saga is I don't know how I mean tell it, but he knows that Nini is already in a relationship, as Nini has already stated it clear to him. But he believes in persistence, or he's convinced that when he takes his time, when he still flirts, or when he cares for Nini will maybe one way or the other show affection towards him. And yes, I think Nini is doing that, because you could see that Nini wants to reciprocate the love, but in the same time she has this mindset that she's a Christian child. She has this mindset that she already has a relationship outside. So we'll see how this goes. Right now I'll pray Nini and Saga stay in the house because of Saga, because I like the way Saga is loyal to Nini, like in terms of affection. I know you're already in a relationship, as you've stated to me several times, but at least I won't give up so easily. So I like Saga's persistence, and I would want him to stay in the house, and I wouldn't want him to go, because when Saga leaves, the way Saga he has grown so attached to Nini, it will be a bit difficult for him when Nini leaves. Moving on, I would like to talk about Buma and Tega. So these two people, I think 3 days ago or 4 days ago, there was a controversy in the house. Like, there was a misunderstanding in the house between Angel and Buma. I posted a poll on Sahara Movies on my channel, and people are saying that Buma will be going home today. Something that I wouldn't doubt, because initially we thought that Buma was the cool type. Initially, I really admired Buma a lot, just like the way I'm admiring Michael's coolness. Initially, we thought Buma was the cool type, but we later grew to find out that Buma is actually a type of person who likes to present himself in a nice way, so that people will have feelings or affection for him. I don't mean romantically. I mean, people will like him because people will think that he's being honest. But we, the people watching, and we, the people voting, we are seeing the better picture, we are seeing the clearer picture, to the extent that Buma couldn't hide that attitude or face, to the extent that the other housemates have seen it, to call him Okro Mouth. If you're a guy and are being called Okro Mouth, then please, you better migrate from where your circle and change your attitude. So I think Buma, with all due respect, I think Buma is going home, because Buma doesn't even have any solid ship in the house, unless Tega, who is, I don't know how stable they are. I don't even know if I should call it a ship, but since the time Buma became a bit isolated from the rest of the house, because he feels that, like, since the fight, Tega is the one who has been with him throughout, and I don't really know, but I don't call that a ship, because Tega too, even she was up for eviction, and then I've forgotten what happened, but she was also up for eviction, and she too, her fan base is not very high. So if people see shipping in Tega and Buma, I don't see that. And I think Buma, this is his last show in the house. My point of view tells me that this is his last show in Big Brother's house. He's someone that I'll hit my chest that he's going home tonight. Like, I can be very confident about it that Buma is going home tonight. Moving forward, let's talk about White Money. So White Money, his attitude, his cooking and all that, his strategy, I also see it like he's still in his lane. Let me add Queen to it. He's still in his lane. We saw that White Money and Queen are having something together. They began to click. I don't know why suddenly they began to click, because according to White Money, he says he's free with every lady in the house. He sees every lady as his sister. That is a statement that White Money told Queen himself. So if you see Queen as your sister, why then you have to under the sheets with Queen? I don't know if you watched that scene, but I spotted White Money, or we spotted White Money and Queen under the sheets. And I don't know why you be under the sheets with someone you claim to be your sister, unless you are ready to commit incest. And I don't want to go really into that. But I think the reason why White Money is a very smart housemate, he's really, really smart. First of all, he uses cooking as a strategy. And secondly, I think he realized that Queen has a huge fan base outside. So he decides to attach himself. I don't know if you agree with what I'm saying, but it's something I've noticed. Because since Queen was saved during eviction last Sunday, I'm seeing this closeness between she and White Money. But before then, White Money was advising Queen that I see you as my sister, and if you are doing this and I don't like, I'll tell you and all that. So I feel White Money is being very strategic with how he lives in the house. He has a way of either doing the work, I don't know, putting in the effort himself, or I don't know, for fans to also put the effort. So the first example is when he was cooking, like being the kitchen person, cooking and all that, admired by so many people. And then he has realized that the cooking needs more backup. It needs to have additional supplements. I don't know if you get me. So then he attaches himself to Queen, who has a very huge fan base. He also has a huge fan base, but you know, the fans support ships in the house. If you have a ship and we like you and we like your and we know you like someone, we just support you like all together. So that is what I have to say about White Money. So I mentioned that Buma is one person on my list who will be going home. The second person on my list who I think will be going home is Peace. I don't know if you see what I see, but I think Peace will be going home. Last week, if it wasn't the fact that she was saved by Leka Rose, I think Peace would have left last week, and Maria would have stayed. Because choosing Peace over Maria is something that I wouldn't do. Because Peace is almost like Aaron. She's living her isolated life. Like, she's not really fighting. I don't know how to say, but she's minding her own business in a boring way that I wouldn't see as a way of entertaining fans. So I think this time around is an opportunity for Peace to go home. I think Peace, so my list, Peace and then Buma. I think it's Constance that they'll be going home. The third person on my list who is using a very calm strategy to live in Big Brother's house is Yusef. So Yusef is living in such a way that he doesn't come to your lane. You don't also come to his lane. He's so calm, he's so cool, and he's having this fan base that people like the way he is. But I think it's beginning to piss people off, especially me, because I seem like he's too boring. Honestly, I know you are cool, I know you're a calm guy, but at least you should have some qualities that will make me back being calm to that quality, so that it makes it a complete human being or a complete guy. But he's just so calm, so quiet for my liking. So I don't know, he doesn't mind being alone, he doesn't mind being isolated, he doesn't mind. It's during jacuzzi parties that I see him dancing a lot, but because he's already calm in the house, the ladies don't really like to like dance with him. But initially I used to like Yusef a lot because I thought I described him as cool, but now I think I'll prefer describing him as boring. Moving forward, let's talk about Sasuke and J. Paul. So Sasuke is a type of lady that we are all looking for a ship for her. Sasuke and Cross, it doesn't look like they have a future. Sasuke and J. Paul, you know, I feel J. Paul has this affection for Sasuke, and yes, I believe so. But Sasuke has this norm that she's not here for any relationship. She comes from a Christian background, she can't start anything nasty and all that. But you could see deep down that Sasuke has feelings for J. Paul, but she wouldn't admit it. She'd just be showing the signs, braiding J. Paul's hair. Like, you can see the way they are using braids as their way of getting close to each other. So I think people will vote for Sasuke because they want her to be in a relationship. And if I want Sasuke to be in a relationship, and I see J. Paul as a competent person enough, as a competent candidate, I don't know why I wouldn't vote for Sasuke, because J. Paul is immune, obviously, but Sasuke isn't, and they look good together. And I feel that, and so far Sasuke hasn't been weird or anything. Like, she's been normal. She hasn't been boring. She involves herself in tasks and all that. Like, she has the energy. So I feel that people would want her to stay in the house longer and then ship. Even if she doesn't want to, she will ship. Yeah. Moving forward, I would like to talk about Pere and Cross. So Pere has changed. That's how I'll say it. Pere has changed. Initially, we saw during his head of house time, we saw how Pere was this all bossy, all manly, like he felt like the world is revolving around him and all that. After eviction, after he was nominated for eviction and then he missed, he was saved, I feel he has begun, like he's now working with his sense. He's become so calm. Like, I don't know if this is really his real attitude or he has understood how the game is now, because until you're up for eviction, you wouldn't understand the heat. After he was up for eviction and Maria left the house, I think he's beginning to realize that he needs to deal strategically, just like the way white man is dealing strategically in the house. So I think that's how calm Pere has been, very calm these days. And I don't think he's going home tonight. I don't think, unless the mega, they're taking like 6 housemates away, then I'd be like, wow, that's a huge number. Then maybe Pere might be included. But from my point of view, I think Pere has changed, and people calculate all this. Initially, we all wanted him out, but now he's been involving in the house, he's participating in activities and all that. So I don't think fans will make Pere leave. I don't think fans will make Pere leave. And then Cross. So Cross was saved the last time. I think Cross has the highest votes. Big Brother only showed four people. The people who were not shown were Cross and Queen. So it means that either Queen was the highest or Cross was the highest. Cross has the audience. So he doesn't really have any funny attitude that will be like, oh, I want Cross to go or something. He lives normal. He has a normal life. So I don't think that fans will make Cross go. Anyway, this is where I end my video. I think I've spoken about everything. Yeah, I've spoken about every housemate in the house. Yeah, I think Angel. For Angel, I don't know whether it is luck or it's fans. She's just always floating. She's not really sinking. So I can't really tell much about Angel. And we see that Angel is still thriving right now that Sammy is not in the house. So I don't think people really want another ship between Angel and anyone else. Angel and Emmanuel, or Angel and Cross, or who else? Yeah, I think there's two. So I'm here for today. Let me know your prediction. Who is going home this evening? 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 I don't know why I keep asking. For me, I'm saying Buma. Buma is my number one. He's leaving the house this evening. By hook or by crook, Buma is getting out of Big Brother's house this evening. I'm here for today. My name is Lydia once again. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe for more videos and more updates. Till next time, bye.